Weather seems to shift to spring and back to winter and then back to spring again, like it's been doing this week. It is time to make sure that your car is taken care of.
We are live at AAA's Abingdon Car Care with Ben Perricone to talk all about what you need to know. Ben, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Ben, it's hard enough to get your car ready when the season changes when it's supposed to, but this back and forth has just been a bit of a pain in the neck.
Yes, it has. We've had a bit of a winter. It doesn't seem to want to let go all the way. So it is important that we keep up on our preventive maintenance to make sure our car is there when we need it.
Yeah. So what are some of those key things you want car owners to stay on top of?
So preventive maintenance is a key for helping avoid these big breakdowns. Last year, in 2025, AAA answered over 30 million roadside assistance calls nationwide. A lot of those calls could have been avoided if proper preventive maintenance had occurred. We want to check things like tires and our battery, any check engine lights, oil change intervals, and that sort of thing, just to make sure our car has made it through winter, and if there are any issues, that they get taken care of before we start getting on those spring and summer trips.
Now, you talked about the timing of this. Car Care Month. This is Car Care Month. You said good time to go through that checklist.
Exactly. April is National Car Care Month, and we would encourage all owners, all motorists, if you haven't already scheduled your springtime checkup, get with your trusted mechanic or go to the AAA website. We've got plenty of vetted shops in our own company stores that can give your car a good look over and make sure that it is up for wherever and whenever you want to go.
And, we just got out of the thick of winter where a lot of us were reminded to have those car kits, emergency car kits. But you need that any time of the year for any emergency. So what do you recommend us to keep in our car at all times?
So, yes, absolutely. So, obviously, you want to make sure that your phone is completely charged all the time. So, you want to make sure your charger's working. If you have a mount for it, make sure all that stuff is the way it should be. You want to have your technician or your mechanic check your spare tire if your car's equipped. Most cars have not had that spare tire looked at since the car was built. So you want to make sure that that has plenty of air should you have the situation of needing it. You want to make sure you have a blanket or a sheet or something to put on the ground if you have to get down and change a tire. You want to make sure you've got all your tire changing tools. You want to make sure that you have some emergency supplies, maybe some bottled water, maybe an energy bar, something like that. That's a couple of the items. You also want to make sure you have a couple of the roadside triangles or devices. They have the little flashing devices just to alert other motorists that you're disabled on the side of the road if unfortunately that occurs.
All right. And Ben, any particular site? I'm sure I know where you're going to go with this, but what site do you suggest folks go to maybe as a starting point to just get all this taken care of?
Sure. So obviously we'd recommend for anyone and everyone, go to AAA.com. We've got a lot of car care tips. We've got links to help you find a reputable repair shop. Like I say, we have our approved auto repair program, which vets independent repair shops all across Maryland and Virginia, our whole footprint. And we also have a series of company-owned stores, so the motorist has plenty of selections for good quality repair shops. And of course, the most important thing that you want to leave home with when you're going is the AAA membership card.
Sounds good.
Right. Yeah. Good things to know now. Even still dodging all those potholes. So this is good tips. Thank you, Ben.